Hey everyone, it's Trina here from Glow Boutique. We have two very special guests and they have come with their talents and some great things behind me. They've got some tips for organization. They have all the know-how for getting your closets and your kitchens and everything organized. I know it's something that we struggle with. A lot of us have a lot of things and don't necessarily have the time or don't know how to organize it or what to do. So they are local to Terrace and they actually offer services for staging, not only staging, but also organizing your home. And so their names are Sharon and Cindy, and their business is called Here for Your Home. You can actually find them on Instagram. That is what they're called. So they're just starting out on Instagram, but you'll be able to go on there and see some before and afters. I know that's something that I love to do. I love to go and watch before and afters of organization. It's just, I don't know, it's something that I've always loved. And I know they love it too, and they've got some great tips. So here we go. We have Cindy and Sharon.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome. And thank you, Trina, and thank you to Glow for having us here. I'm Sharon.
And I'm Cindy.
Yeah, and we're going to spend about 10 or 15 minutes with you, just taking you through some of the tips and tricks for organizing. We're going to focus today on a closet and your kitchen pantry. Yeah, we do interior design, we do staging for the sale of your home. We do rental rehab as well, so if you've got a rental property.
Yeah, absolutely. So once the renter's gone, you need someone to go through and clean it up. We're your girls.
Yep, and then of course professional organization. And we don't just do interior design. If you've got the exterior of your house or your garden that needs a little bit of sprucing up and helping and planning, we can also help you with that.
Yeah, and if you have a room that you're just not sure what to do with or how to put it together, that's something we will do as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's as simple as just changing up the placement of your furniture.
Placement, editing, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's all good.
So we hope we're kind of like one-stop shopping for everything that makes your home beautiful and peaceful.
Right.
So yeah. So starting with just kind of the philosophy of organization, I know people, lots of people know what to do, why we organize things, and some people don't really understand why it's a big thing. Well, basically it's taking something that's inefficient and making it efficient. So you declutter your space, you clear your mind. If your space is cluttered, your mind tends to be a little bit more scattered. So Benjamin Franklin said, for every minute in organizing, we gain an hour. So the biggest issue with organization, and most people think it's about pretty, which it is, but the biggest issue is time saver. So there's a statistic out of the US that says we can decrease the time we spend cleaning our house by 40% if we clear and declutter our space. In that same statistic, they also say we can save anywhere between 10 and 20% of our annual income just by decluttering and clearing our space.
So we're saving on time, we're saving on money, so when you know where everything is, you're less apt to go out and buy something you already have. So that's pretty huge.
Yeah. So like it's kind of a dreary Monday in Terrace, and kids aren't in school. Kids come and say, "Hey, can we make cookies?" You're like, "Absolutely. What kind?" "Oh, chocolate chip." "Okay, great. I'll go grab all the stuff." Well, you know that a week or so ago you bought a bag of chocolate chips.
And you can't find it.
Can't find them.
So you buy another one.
Yeah, so you waste time having to go back to the grocery store and you waste money.
So which is pretty huge for sure.
So, yeah, so anyway, talking about the kitchen.
Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff here. We'll get started on that. These are just some ideas of storage containers. These can be for your kitchen, they could be for underneath your sink, they can be your bathroom, your kitchen, pantry, wherever. So
So yesterday, you may have noticed, those of you who follow us on Instagram, we've only been there a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But Cindy and I were at the house when we were at my house. We were just kind of messing around with some of this stuff. So we decided to try this little baby in my plastics cupboard. We all have them, the Tupperware cupboard or Rubbermaid cupboard. And I ended up putting all my lids in here, and the before and after pictures are on our Instagram page. I grinned from ear to ear. It was so exciting.
So normally what this is toted as is something that goes on the bottom of your cupboard, just at the bottom, and would hang down. And I said, why would that not work on your shelving as well?
Yeah.
And that's where the idea came up to put the plastics in.
And it was amazing, not gonna lie.
So different uses for different things. So this we all know is a magazine holder, but you can also put you can put your foil. You can put your cutting boards.
Yeah, if you eat cutting boards, you can do, if you have the tall plastic packages of spaghetti noodles, whatever the case may be, and I think
This kind of thing,
Yeah.
but with a little box.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now this one has holes on the back so that you can sort of attach it to a wall here, but you could actually just drill holes in the side, and you could put it on, like when you open your pantry door, like right on the wall here,
Yep.
and it would be right there for you to grab
Flat
what you
against
need,
the
flat
wall.
against the wall.
So yeah, get creative for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's one. These stackable baskets are great especially in your pantry. They'd be even good under your sink. So potatoes, onions, whatever, stack them 2-3 high, whatever you need to do.
Yep.
These are great. Okay, so these come in a variety of sizes, and sky's the limit with these guys.
Yeah. So this is the smaller one.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, there might even be a bigger one, but
They actually will get quite large,
okay.
quite
Yeah.
deep. Really affordable. You can see through them. Throw a label on, and of course you can do any type of label. Sharon also has a label maker that she uses.
Yeah, so mine is kind of a dinosaur. It's a big one. It's probably about 15 years old. But all I did here is, so talking about the whole chocolate chip, rebuying it, I have a tendency to be able to find my croutons. And so I ended up with 5 half bags of croutons. So I just took the jar, put all the croutons in there, used my label maker, made a label. Now they're all there. And hopefully I won't have to buy another 5 bags.
And that's going to keep them fresher than those,
Yeah.
5 bags sitting around that are half empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want to use a basket system, so this is just rice. So we've got rice in here. And all I did was use Word on my computer, printed the label, and then I used a binder clip to keep the label attached to the basket.
So yeah, so as we put labels on these things, I was just thinking too, so if you're putting rice, perhaps you've done a whole thing of rice, you could take another label, put it on the back, and put 1 cup rice to 2 cup water.
Yeah, for your
Put that
instructions.
instructions on
Yeah,
the back. So
you could do that too.
ton of great labels out there, chalkboard labels.
Chalkboard labels,
name it.
yeah, sometimes you can even find jars or acrylic that have the chalkboard label
Yeah,
already on it, so
for
and
sure.
it comes with a
Lots of
piece
those
of
out
chalk.
there.
So those are cool.
Command strips, these hooks,
They're amazing.
they are great for everything. These are a little package I picked up at the dollar store. You can put these on the inside of cabinets to hang things. You can pretty much put them anywhere. And the nice thing about the command strips is if things change, you can remove the strip. You're not damaging your wall, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We all know what these are. We should probably have more of them in our homes. So this, of course, you put all your goodies in here, tuck it under your sink in your kitchen, your cleaners, brushes, that kind of thing. Another one for the bathroom would be a great idea, under the sink.
yeah, time saving, and it also makes sure that you don't double buy your detergents and your sprays and your brushes and
Well, it's
whatever.
handy. You're not having to,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one-stop shopping. You don't have to go to 3 or 4 different places to find all your cleaning items.
Which is very cool. Yeah.
Okay, so this, let's put that there. So a little Lazy Susan. This is great in your cupboards. It can actually go in your fridge, I guess, if you
Yeah, if you
could,
have the
if
room
it-
in your fridge.
if
Yeah.
it works for you that way.
Yeah.
So spices, condiments, whatever you need, it's just a nice little turnstile for in your cupboard.
Yeah. So the other hack that I discovered for condiments is if you have the walk-in pantry, and it doesn't need to be a big pantry, and you've got that sort of wall space here that isn't
Oh my goodness. Technical difficulties. There you go.
difficulties. Hello again.
That's what happens when you're live, I guess. Hey?
You know, it's now we'll be put on some blooper reels.
Probably.
There we are.
And not even of our own doing,
No, which is okay, actually.
which is rare.
I think we're the same.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got that unused wall space right here. It's usually a couple of feet wide. You can even go out and you can grab those cloth shoe bags, and you can attach it to the wall and use that for your condiments in your pantry.
Every spare area, inch can be used.
Yes.
Go vertically.
Yep.
Inside of your cabinet door, this would be even good under your sink.
Yep.
Particularly under your sink. There's
Um,
that.
Yep. If you're looking for something a little prettier that you actually maybe want to have out on your counter, something like this with cookies for the kids, or lots of people like to snack on nuts, mixed nuts. You could put mixed nuts in here, and then everybody that goes by can just grab a handful or whatever, and you don't have to go digging for nuts. So
There's a ton of great looking jars out there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
really nice. Yep, really nice.
Quickly, we've got, this is nice for either in your cupboard or in your pantry, space below and up top.
Yep.
If we can't, if the items aren't stackable.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah.
So of course, we love clear containers. Having an item that fits nicely in the container is great as well, so we're not shoving things in there.
Yeah.
Snacks, you could have this out for the kids, they would know where their snacks are, so there's this kind of thing. There's some larger ones here.
Yep.
And you would put together, all your rices, all your nuts, all your
legumes.
and that's part of the process, is keeping
Yeah.
things together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a huge part of it.
It is, yeah. And when you're loading your pantry, one of the tips is anything that's used regularly. So your kids' snacks should be eye level for everybody. So anything you use regularly should be eye level. Sort of those two shelves that are right there. And then if you have multiple, so you've only got this much left in your ketchup jar, and you go buy another one. Well, you put the new one behind.
Yeah.
So, first in, first out kind of thing. So you're not dealing with expired foods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, when you've gone in and you've taken everything out of your pantry, before you put things back, double check your expiry dates. It's amazing what's been tucked in the back that you forgot about.
Yeah. So in terms of purging your pantry, the rule is take everything out. Put it on your kitchen table, put it on your
Sort through
countertops. Give your pantry a good wipe. Do any repairs that need to be done at that time. Then all you do is you take all your things and you sort them into like-minded categories. So you've got all your bags of rice, you've got all your flours, you've got all your baking stuff. So your categories will come, they'll be meaningful to you, but there are some pretty basic ones. And then you just go through, you look at your expiry dates. If it's something you use regularly and it's expired, make yourself a little grocery list of what you have to replace.
Yeah.
And then you look at it and go, I bought this for one recipe, there's only a quarter cup left, get rid of it. Sort of that's the process.
Yeah.
And then you know what you're left with. Then you know what kind of storage containers you need and how many you need of them. But the process is quite simple. The key here is take it all out.
Yeah.
Take it
And
all
you
out.
may tweak it as you go to, and you find things change a little bit for
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
So again, really nice jars out there. Be great for some tea, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of storage options that you can use. I know I found through the process of my own house is that I found things that I didn't really know what they were used for. When I discovered what the use was, it was like an epiphany. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the holy grail. So that kind of stuff happens. And then the non-slip stuff is great. Just
For your shelves.
for your shelves. Things don't slide away
Fairly
on you.
inexpensive, for
Yeah.
sure, heavy duty.
Yeah, so that's
Okay, so I think that kind of covers,
yeah, and we've talked about the kitchen pantry, but the basic principles apply to the entire kitchen.
absolutely.
So if you want to go through all of your mugs and glasses, okay, I have an issue with mugs and glasses, one person, and I have enough for an army, honestly. So that's kind of my big thing.
Also, if you have specific areas that you're not finding what you need,
Yeah.
the internet, we're gonna go to Amazon, different places like that.
Yeah,
Great stuff.
there's lots of options for buying stuff like this as well. So,
Okay, so I'm going to just clear a little bit of this out.
Perfect.
Sharon's going to get ready and we're going to give you some closet
yeah, so
hacks and information.
we all know that closets are one of the most stressful parts of our homes. We tend to have lots of closets. Sometimes our closets stay true to their purpose. Sometimes things migrate from one closet to another and they don't belong there. Today I think probably what I'll concentrate on is your clothing closet, like so your bedroom closet. The principle is the same. It may be a bit more time consuming than doing a pantry, because the principle is empty your closet. Find yourself, use your bed, use your bedroom floor, use your living room. Find yourself a place where you can just dump everything out of your closet. And then there's kind of two ways you can do that once they're all dumped. You can start sorting into, t-shirts, sweaters, jeans, whatever, your piles, your categories. And then once the categories are done, you can go through each category and decide what you want to keep or get rid of. The other process is to start sort of the other way, where you touch each item and your piles are keep, toss, donate, or sell. And then once you have all that done, you go back to your keep pile and sort it into categories. However you choose to do it will be the way you do it. And of course, no closet is made the same, so every closet is different. Mine happens to have two half hanging rods like this, which is not easy for dresses, it's not easy for pants, it's not easy for anything. And then I've got shelves and what have you. So one of the things that you can do if you want to hang pants, so if you want to hang pants in your closet, you just take them and fold them like this. So you've got them like this, and just lay them down, and then you go like this. I think, yeah, it's like this. Now I'm,
Okay.
now I can't remember. I'm having one of those moments. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's undo it, and then I'll do it from the beginning again. So basically what you're gonna do is, so you're gonna fold it like this. I've lost it again.
In the way.
In the leg?
You were good the first time out.
I know!
You were really
There
good.
we go.
We're really good.
No, that's not right.
Well,
Okay, wait, hang on. Malfunctioning with my brain. No, I figured it out. I done? There we go. Okay. That is not right. Why am I not getting this right?
there.
Okay, I got it. So your hanger goes in here. There we go.
That's why we
Ta-da!
work well together, because we both need help.
That's why we're a team.
That's right.
So, and then you just take one leg and you fold it over like this. And then you take the other leg and you fold it over like that. And then,
Looks kind of odd, but it does work.
yeah, so it looks a little strange, but that's what it's going to look like when you open your closet door.
And it does not take up more room.
It doesn't. I thought it would, but
It
it
doesn't.
doesn't. Anyway, thanks
Okay.
for your patience on that.
We deal with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, sweaters as
Yep,
well?
and then there's sweaters. You can hang your sweaters. Everybody hates those little bumpy things in your shoulders. So you're going to take a cardigan, and you're going to fold it like this, and you'll just lay it down. This one I remember, so there won't be any malfunctions here.
It's okay.
It's all good.
Yep.
And then you're going to take your hanger like this, and you're going to take this part of it and put it in the armpit. And then you're going to take this part here, so you're going to fold it diagonal that way,
Arms over.
and then you're going to take this part and fold it this way, and there's your sweater.
There we go.
And there we go.
So the last thing you want, especially with a nice sweater, and of course sweater material is a little more delicate, is those bumps. Those,
Yeah.
Those.
The shoulder bumps that you get, and they
And you
stick
can,
it like this.
Yeah, and you
So-
can literally ruin your clothes
Yeah.
by doing that, because it does wear and it becomes permanent, and you can make little holes. So
That's right.
this is a much better way to go.
Yeah, so the other thing is folding. So we often, we roll things up and put them away, or we throw them in or whatever. And so your t-shirts can be folded a bunch of different ways. Now, you can buy folding boards on Amazon. I just made my own. So So I took 2 pieces of cardboard and I taped them together and wrapped it in some pretty wrapping paper. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to set it inside.
Let me move these over so you
Yeah.
have a better look.
So you're going to set it inside and you're just going to fold like this.
And any of you that have had retail
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
may already know this.
You're just going to slide it out and then you will decide sort of how big you want it to be. It can be small like this or it can be big like this. So
As long as everything is the same size, which is going to be really great for putting them in your
Yeah.
drawers or on your shelves,
Yeah.
whatever you've got.
this is a great idea if you're storing your t-shirts on a shelf. There are also ways to fold them so that they're sort of like this in your drawer and you can see each.
Standing them upright, yes.
Yeah, so, and these are all great ideas once you've actually cleared out the clothes that you don't want. So clothes are really hard to clear out. Once you've got your keep pile, you really need to ask yourself what and why. What purpose does this serve in my wardrobe or in my life? Why do I still have this?
Will I ever fit it again?
Will I ever fit it again?
That's a big one.
Is it damaged? So has it got bleach stains on it or stains? Has it got a rip in the collar?
Yeah. Toss it.
It's really hard to be brutal, but you kind of have to be in a closet. The other thing that happens in our closets is we find things that don't belong in our clothing closet. So maybe you bought new towels and somehow or another you didn't have room in the linen closet, so they ended up in your clothing closet. Well, put them in the linen closet. Get that stuff out of, make your bedroom closet have a specific purpose, which is clothing. Again, we go back to saving time. If you think about getting up and getting ready for work, you go to your closet and you're like, I can't find what I want to wear. So all of a sudden you're ripping things out of your closet trying to find what you want to wear. Now you're frazzled, you're headed to work, you're not in the same sort of peaceful mind that
You've
you
wasted
were.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
That one thing that you thought was going to make you look and feel great,
Yeah.
you can't find it. So you're frustrated, you've wasted time, and you've had a bad start to your day.
And then you walk in the door at the end of the day and you go, I have a mess to clean up.
With all those clothes you've taken out and they're laying all over your bed.
So that's why it's important to actually reduce your wardrobe.
Reduces stress,
It
time,
reduces stress, it reduces time, it reduces expenses.
and you'll
Yeah.
look better.
You look
Because
better,
you'll know
you
what
feel
you did.
better, all those things.
Yep.
So in terms of shoes, and everybody's laughing because shoes are a huge issue to store. They take up so much room.
Yeah.
So what I do is I take, in the bottom of my closet, I have boxes. So I have boxes. So this happens to be a box that I use for flats and flip-flops. So all I do is I take each pair and I take an elastic band and I do this and they go in here. And they just stack and then everything stacks quite nicely in there. And it's, again, it's not one of those things where you're in the morning looking for that pair of flats that goes perfect with that pair of pants. You're not dumping the bucket out onto your floor, rooting around finding the mate.
Or, I don't know about you, but there have been times where I've had to use my flashlight on my phone in the bottom of my closet because I have 6 pairs of black shoes and I'm trying to get the right ones to get.
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah. Now, I mean, heels are a little different, but there are lots of good ways to store heels. I also store heels in boxes, and then I label on the front exactly what's in there. So I have a pair of red high-heeled shoes, leather, that I bought in Salzburg. It actually says Salzburg red heels.
Yeah.
And I know that's where they are.
You know, some people actually take photos
Yeah, yeah.
and put little photo Instamatic cameras and do a little photo on the
Yep.
front too. You
Those
could do
little-
that.
yeah, you could do that as well. So that's kind of a hack for that. Really, closets are all about getting rid of stuff first, as is the kitchen, as is everything. And that's, and then you can sort of figure out what personality your closet has in terms of storage. And then you figure out, so I don't have a lot of gym clothes, but I have enough. So I have a basket and it has all my workout clothes in it. The same goes for if I've got tank tops. specifically ones that I would wear under like a mesh sweater or something like that. Those are all in a small basket on the shelf. Again, my closet has a personality that I have to work with.
I would love to have shelves in mine. I don't, but yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I have a lot of shelves in mine, but not a lot of hanging. You can also do this, you know, if you've got short shelves, you can take a dress and you take the waist of the dress and you put it on this part and you just fold it over. And you can store it on a shorter hanging rack.
You know, you might have shoe storage under that.
Yep.
Or you will have to have all your shorter pieces. You can do them by color. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, I tend to be somebody in my closet that does it by color and sleeve length. So all the white is at the beginning, short sleeves are first, long sleeves are, you know, that's how I manage it. Other people will take all their summer stuff and put it at the back of their closet for winter.
Whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you.
Makes your life easier, because that's what it's all about.
Yep. And there's lots of great ideas for that. And you just, you know, part of the process for organization is deciding how your brain works in terms of efficiency, because we're all different. Which is, so that's kind of what we have to offer today.
Yeah.
So our business philosophy is that we come into your home and work with you according to your needs.
Yeah.
We're not there to tell you what to do and that you have to do something.
We're not bossy.
We're not bossy.
No.
No. I mean, not with our clients anyway. Maybe with our families.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah, it's very simple. It has to work for you.
And we also try and do things as cost effective as we can.
Yeah, as cost effective. A lot of businesses will buy the items for you, which we will do, but we don't mark them up. There's no markup on things that we buy for our clients.
It's just the sourcing.
It's
time
just
sourcing.
So we charge our hourly rate for our time working with you. We do have a rate for sourcing things for you as well. It's a bit less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
We go through a sort of a client questionnaire to figure out who you are and what your values are, what's important to you.
And we try to be extremely respectful of everyone's space. So that's above all as well. So we kind of have a code of ethics.
Excuse me. We kind of have a code of ethics that we go by. We try to make it fun.
Because we're fun girls.
We're fun girls. That's right.
Okay.
Thank you again, everyone, for giving us the opportunity to do this and have you listen to us. Really appreciate your time, and thank you again to Glow. We've given Glow some business cards of ours, so you can find our business card there. You can reach us by email at this point in time. We have an Instagram page, but our email is hereforyourhome, all lowercase, and then capital B, capital C @gmail.com. And we'd be happy to answer any questions that any of you have.
Okay. And again, thank you so much for joining us for our very first live event.
Yeah, this is our first one.
It's been great.
Thanks again.